What's up, y'all? Exhaust. Working on the shifter today. I got a short shifter in the mail, and I'm pretty mad because I got a short shifter and it takes a different knob than what I bought. This is a knob I bought. I used to run it on my Ogalant with the Hyundai shifter, and I had a short shifter with that, and everything worked. So I'm kind of mad that this shifter comes with a different thread pattern, thread size. But I was trying to fix my shifting issues because, as you can see, you pull it there and it just gets stuck. It kind of returns when you push it to the right, but not fully. I did change the bushings in the engine bay. The one bushing was seized, so it wasn't rotating correctly. And I changed them out. I thought I bought polyurethane ones to replace them, and here they're solid, which makes the engagement a little bit notchy. But I hope that it'll smooth itself out a little bit while I'm driving it more often. So I'm going to go ahead and put the short shifter in. I got some bearing grease, so hopefully that'll also help with the shifter. I'm thinking either it's the cables, maybe the cables by the firewall, maybe they're tough to move there. Or, because the ones on the tranny, I lubed them and put them on, so we'll see if they break in over time. And I did wrap the shifter trim, only because it was fading away at the top there. I tried to wrap the radio trim there, and it don't look that great, so I'm gonna have to try it again. It looks horrible. It's either that or I'll paint it. I may paint it and try to put the wood brush marks in it. But yeah, we'll cut back and see where I'm at. So far, I'm still not a fan of how the shifter feels. I know all of it is not the short shifter. Some of it is the bushings, the solid bushings up front. And the other is the fact that I'm still having something is causing the cables to be hard to move in and out. So I mean, it feels alright front to back. Okay, well, yeah, I can find first. Sometimes I can't find first gear. It just gets stuck. And it feels like it's getting hung up here. Like it doesn't really return. But every once in a while it feels like the cable binds. Like it feels really smooth. That's weird. Like I can get right into first gear, then I get locked out. Maybe it'll be a different story when it's actually on. I can test that out now. I had to throw a shifter knob on there that I had laying around in the 5th gen. But vehicle's running. I probably have to bleed the clutch or just adjust the clutch a little bit, because I still can't get back into first for some odd reason. So that's weird. There you go. I gotta cycle through all the gears before I get back into first. So yeah, that's it for today. That'll be another project. I had to buy another shifter because I really like this one. Now I gotta find one that fits. So I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. So that plastic came off of the shifter. I was just laying on top of the transmission. Maybe that's the issue for it not going into first gear. So I have the original arm. I cleaned it up, and I took the old bushing off of it, and I'm gonna throw that on there and see if it's smoother. I also want to like lube the shifter somehow. I got to get underneath the boot and see if I can lubricate it, because I think that's also an issue. It can't be the cable, because the cable is disconnected, the one that I'm working on, and the shifter comes right back to center, so it's definitely not the cables that are getting hung up. Maybe it could be the bracket, so let's see if the bracket fixes the issue, and maybe that plastic that came off also fixes the issue. So I'm hoping that I found the issue. This is the one that's originally on the transmission, and I pulled this from the junkyard, and I pulled this one from the, I pulled that one from the junkyard as well with this a while ago, last year. I pulled that last year. So one thing I notice is, it'll be kind of hard to tell, but this bracket, it's bending backwards a little bit. See if I can get them close enough so you can see what I'm talking about. You can kind of see that it's bending backwards a little bit. This one is pretty straight. You can see that the threaded part, the stud there, is at a 90-degree angle compared to the bracket. And this one's ever so slightly off. It's at a increased angle, you know, closer to 100 degrees, if you will. And my issue is that every time this arm would turn, this white plastic bushing here would just fall off. So it would stop me from getting into first gear. But this was just recently, after putting the solid bushings in. When I put the solid bushings in, that's when I started getting the issue. I don't know if it just, you know, made the issue more, you know, exacerbated the issue more, or if I already had a bent bracket, or if the bracket bent during this installation, I don't know. But my shifter was always tough to move in and out. And you can see it moves fine, disconnected. It returns and everything, and this is the part that it's actuating the in and out, and you can see that the in and out moves by itself, so I don't understand why it's hard to shift. So hopefully I'm going to install this bracket, and we're going to see if that is the issue. So that bracket was bent and was causing me not to go into first gear, because now I can easily get it into first. Goes right into first, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So I'm happy that that is going well, but it still doesn't really return to center. I mean, I guess a little bit. Hopefully it'll free itself up a little bit as I'm driving it. I did put a little bit of engine oil in the shifter cables. Hopefully that'll help make it a bit more slick. But it feels good. The throws aren't bad. And it doesn't feel rough. Like, it was feeling rough at first, but I guess because that bracket was bent, it was giving me issues. So I'm happy for now. I got to adjust the clutch and a couple odds and ends. Hopefully in the next video I'll be getting the side skirts on. I do have an option to mount the grill now. I'll talk about that in another video. I actually did figure out something. I actually ended up switching the arm again, the smaller one, not the big one. And look at that. So yeah, that's good, man. I gotta now work on the other things. It's a work in progress. Now it really shifts like butter. I'm very happy with this. Alright. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.